hope and I wish and I pray all of you are doing well, really well. A few days ago, I shared a picture on my Instagram where somebody had captioned, "Go to college, get a degree, get a job, climb up the ladder, pay your bills, and you die." Now, things like those always hit close to home for me because I've never been the one who thought and decided that's what I'm going to do. But when I look at other people pursuing this route, when they've themselves told you they don't want to do it, but they do it because they're afraid of taking risks, because they have to pay bills. And my friend, my very good friend, actually asked me how to break out of this circle. So this video is dedicated for anyone who's actually looking to break out of that and have just this amount of confidence to do it. And I'm going to share what I did. It's not applicable to all, but the concept is the same. Number one, have a passion. Find a passion. My passion is real estate. And I came across real estate, randomly. I was at a family gathering. This guy my age found out he's a real estate agent. I never knew, and I never cared, and I never found out how much business he does, but all I knew was he was dressed really nice, wearing a Rolex, a nice car parked on the street. That's it. That's all I needed. So I started doing research how to become a real estate agent. And when you type one thing in Google, it gives you 100 other things. So I started clicking here and there, learned about investments, how to become a real estate agent, how to do business, how to get business. One thing led to another. That was back in 2011. So number one, find a passion. If you don't know what it is, go out to events, meet up groups, meet with different random people, because when you talk, you get to learn what he does, what she does. Number two, learn about that passion. I cannot emphasize on this enough. I get so many people who want to invest in real estate because Sally there did it, Henry there did it, I want to do the same. No. Invest in initial learning. That's what I did. From 2011 all the way till 2017, as I was finishing my college and then working a full-time job, I was learning. What do real estate agents do? How do they get business? Once they get business, what do they do with it? How do you follow up? How do you make a sale? How do you negotiate? How do you find a property for investment purposes, whether it's renovating or rental? How to pinpoint such a property? You see, it's not as easy as it seems. You have to gather that knowledge. One person might do one thing, the other person might do the other thing. And you need to absorb as much as you can because you might just need a culmination of both. Or one might work for you, the other might not. YouTube is an excellent source. That's what I do. YouTube. No Instagram, no Facebook, YouTube for learning. Go to Barnes and Nobles once every week or twice every month. Maybe once every week or once every 2 weeks, which equals twice every month. Walk down the business aisle where they have real estate books. Find a book that you like. Don't read it because that's time consuming. YouTube that book. There are so many channels that summarize in excellent way a lot of books out there. That's what I did all the way from 2011 to 2017, like I said. I didn't just foolishly jump out there. Yeah, of course I got a good credit to maintain because I pay my bills on time and I got to continue to pay my bills on time. So I had a full-time job. Number 3, this is the most important part. When you've figured out that you have enough information, take into account your finances. Do you have enough money saved up before you quit your job? What your expenses are. List them. Rent, house payment, car payment, health insurance payment, car insurance payment. How much does your grocery cost? How much does your approximately monthly gas cost? If you don't know what it is, look at your prior months. Look at your credit card statement or banking statement. If you're married, take your spouse into account. I'm a man, so I'm going to talk from the point of view of a man. Take your wife into account. Tell her. Well, she should already know what you've been doing for the past few months or years. But tell her, you think, you believe in yourself, that now's the time to take action. For you to switch. She might need to pick up an extra job or a job to fill that gap, and that's okay. If you're single, take your parents into account. Once you've covered that basis, this is very important. Last but not least, number 4, take that goddamn step. I don't like to use language like that, but I have to emphasize, take that step. You can read all you want, do all the research you want, but if you don't take that step, you will never get anywhere. If I want to go to the market to get some milk, I have to take a step, get out of my home. Otherwise, I'm not going to get anywhere. Be confident in yourself. Be confident in the people closest to you, which could be your wife or your parents. Believe in yourself, believe in them, and take that step. Don't be a little bitch. Because otherwise, you'll just hate yourself because you did all that preliminary work, but you didn't have the confidence to actually jump into it. That's what differentiates people who make a lot of money who are happy what they do from the people who don't make a lot of money and who aren't happy what they do. That's the only difference. They had just the amount of confidence to take that leap of faith. I'll end it with this example of mine. When I first got my real estate license and I said, I'm going to go and knock on doors, I picked a neighborhood. I drove there. I drove around twice, made some excuses because I didn't have the confidence to get out of my car and start knocking. My heart would be thumping and I would go back home. I did that 3 times. 4th time, I actually got out of my car. Finally, my heart is pumping like I'm about to go in a fight. I knocked on 2 doors. I made an excuse. I left. The next time, I knocked on about 10, 15 doors. You see where I'm getting at? I still pushed myself, even though first few times I failed, but I didn't quit. I pushed myself because I knew I could do it. I just needed to push myself because there wasn't anybody else to push me. We're done.